The federal government announced today that it will give Toronto nearly $500 million in funding for housing. This is the latest agreement to come from the Housing Accelerator Fund, and it is meant to fast-track nearly 12,000 new housing units over the next 3 years. For more on this and what's next for the City of Toronto, let's bring in Toronto's Mayor, Olivia Chow. Mayor, thanks so much for making time for us this afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So more than $470 million from the Housing Accelerator Fund for the City of Toronto. I want to start just with that concept of this helping to fast track 12,000 housing units. What exactly is the money going to be going towards in order to do that?
Well, when we're talking about speed, we are using part of that money to approve projects much faster. And so in some of the technologies we needed in order to do the development review very quickly and make it transparent so that developers know when they put in an application how fast they could get their approval. So that's one piece of it. The other is approving a whole lot of housing in areas that are transit hub, on top of subway stations, right beside LRT, light rapid transit system. In those areas, transit hub, a lot higher density, so we can build a lot more buildings. So a lot of that, and we have some old housing, Toronto community housing buildings. We are creating more for market, nonprofit, rent geared to income, all of it mixed income in the existing parcel of lands where we now have some affordable housing. And we're also identifying a whole lot of the city's land that is ready to be developed. And we are partnering with a lot of nonprofit organizations and developers to start a building boom. So many aspects of it. There are more encouraging homeowners. Yeah, encouraging homeowners.
There's a long list of ideas, and I'm just curious what the money actually goes towards doing. So you talked about some of the housing units for the city, so sort of social housing units. So is some of this money actually going towards building units, the actual building of the units?
Absolutely.
And so how much of the money will be for that?
Yeah, so it's not just about it's not just about processes. Mm-hmm. It's about actually building the housing itself. Now, as you know, not everybody can afford a condominium, and not everybody can afford market rent, which is why, especially the rent is so high now. So we are building rent geared to income. We have over 80,000 households. That's like 130,000 people waiting for affordable housing. Some of them are seniors that have waited for 10 years. Some of them are moms that are leading abusive relationships with their kids, and they've been waiting for a long time. Of course, some are people that have disabilities. So in order to provide affordable housing for these folks, we actually have to spend some of the money to partner with nonprofit organizations in order to build these houses.
So how much of the money will go toward specifically doing that?
There are many different aspects of it. There are 8 elements that we are talking about. So, for example, enhancing the Housing Now initiatives so that we could get some rental homes in transit-oriented and complete communities. That's $32 million. We are transforming Toronto waterfront to build housing, to provide growth in the area. That's 880,000. So there are different aspects of it. There are 8 elements of it, and each element has a component that we are spending in different aspects. We are
I guess what I'm interested in, Mayor, is just, you know, how much money it needs to go toward changing processes versus toward building, actually, you know, building units or what have you, and how much money is required on the processing side of things in order to do some of the rezoning and that sort of thing. How does it actually, you know, get split up in that manner?
Yeah, it's very, very small amount. Like the first initiative, which is transforming the administrative structure, is 700,000. So it's less than $1 million, right? So very, very, very small amount. We're protecting some of the tenants so they don't get evicted quickly. Yeah, it really, if you really look at it, it's 1 or 2 million at most. Expanding the missing middle, which is so 6 to 8 story buildings. So to get homeowners that are that may have or people that have buildings or apartments that are on Main Street that they want to build from, say, 3-story now to, say, 6 stories, and that whole process, changing the zoning and all that, is 700,000. So majority, I would think 90% of it is mostly for helping people to, well, encouraging a lot more development. So those are actual dollars investing in building homes. But in terms of process, it's a couple of million at most.